as a team, we're going to start like 3 games in a very short amount of time. I'm wondering, is there any advantage to having to get this part of the schedule over with early?
As NFL players, I mean, we appreciate any opportunity we get to go out there and play games. We're kind of happy that we just playing our ball early on. Just getting out of training camp and being in that type of mode where we had a lot of heavy days and things like that. But I think Chip Kelly did a great job of letting us get our work in and kind of easing back off of us and things like that. So I think throughout that period of time, we'll be able to get good work in and still be able to be fresh because he has a system as far as when the practice is hard and when the day off of us. So I think we'll be just fine.
Desean, teams have gone out of their way to try to take your deep game away in the last couple of years. In this structured offense, you have to run more short of us. How effective can you be in this kind of offense?
In the past, like you said, teams done a great job with seeing what I've done early on in my career, making the big plays and the electrifying plays and things like that. But now this offense coming in, it's really going to be able to be a plus in my eyes. A lot of teams really don't know what to expect, regardless of what we've done in the preseason. I still think it's been a lot of plays that's been hidden and we haven't been running. So there's versatility within this offense. To the utmost. I think to keep the defense off guard, so regardless of where I come out every play with the tempo, the speed plays and the intensity, things like that, we'll always be able to keep them off guard. So regardless if it's down the field, options, reverses, getting the ball out quick, things like that. That's something we're going to take advantage of, and hopefully once we get them, to kind of play everything, we can go down the field a little bit. So I think he has a great plan. I'm very excited about the plan. So far the plays have been put in and things like that. So I'm just going to be throughout the offense everywhere. So we're excited.
When Chip was first hired, you thought that maybe you'd be used kind of like the Anthony Thomas. Now that you've been in the system for a while, do you still feel that way?
The only thing difference is I'm not really getting the ball from a running back perspective. But as far as being in motion, doing all the motions behind the quarterback, things like that, is definitely still being used that way. Playing in the slot. Basically going back and forth, not just really staying in one position and just, being there the whole game. So I definitely feel him being able to move me throughout the offense and me knowing the offense, through every position is definitely the utmost to, me coming in and really learning every position. So I think still we'll be able to, move me around everywhere and just not keep me in one spot. So that's definitely a plus for him.
So you feel rejuvenated, Sean? You're 6th year now. You talked earlier in camp about just how kind of your career flattened out. Did you feel rejuvenated in this system?
Honestly, I feel this is a big year for this team. First off, having the year we had last year and things. So, with everything that goes on to, having a new coach in place, having a really new system and everything like that, I think this year is going to set a lot for the Philadelphia Eagles in the future. So, regardless of how I feel myself, I'm my 6 year and 26 years old, I feel great. I feel healthy. Everything else really just going to take it one week at a time. But I think this week is going to be big for us to really start this season off right. We're better night to start on Monday night in Washington, and the team that beat us last year, both games. So I think a lot's going to ride on this first game. And, not only this first game throughout the whole season, as long as we could finish fast like we always have been able to do it. Just play throughout the whole year and play at that same intensity level and not really kind of slack off throughout the week. So I think we should be all right.
So when's the punt returning coming?
Say it again?
When's the punt returning coming?
We might see it Monday night. So I'll be excited about that as well too. Be able to go back there and make some big plays for my team and something I've always been capable of doing. So. On Chip Kelly when I get the call, be ready for it.
It's obviously something that you've done. It's obviously something that you've done before. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you didn't do it throughout the preseason with the live special teams coming at you, is there rust associated with that? Like, does it take time for you to get back into the punt returning work?
I don't think so, honestly. Regardless, I practice it. They come down the same way. It's just not live, but just really being able to have them reps and knowing, when guys are coming, when to be smart, when to try to take return, things like that. Just really going out there and having a feel for it. I felt I've done that my whole life, so regardless of it being rushed or not, I think I'll be straight. I'll be good.
Isaac, the nose tackle that came from the 49ers, obviously. He talked about this team having the potential to shock the football world. Having seen training camp and that and what you guys have, how do you feel? Is that a pretty good characterization? Or?
I mean, honestly, we try to stay under the radar as much as possible. I think in the past, guys just spoke out and, kind of really put pressure on the team that we really didn't need. So as far as, do I feel capable this team is going, taking it the distance and being one of the teams in this league? I definitely feel that way. We have some great players at great positions, and with Chip coming in and just installing that great offensive scheme and really, making some key additions on defense as well. So I think, if you look at the roster, I think, from A to Z, I think we'll be able to go out there and get it done. Well, that's neither here nor there to be said. We still got to go out on the field and win games and play at a high level. So regardless of what people may say to do, we still got to go out there every week and put on a show. It'd be great to do that Monday night to really get a feel to see how good we would be and how far we could take it. But like I say, man, it's a long season and we're just glad to say that the preseason's over and we're ready to get out there and really make it count now.
What did you learn about Michael Vick during this process when he was in effect